What it do? Dream Team, it's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video. Guys, here we are once again with Steve Hughes. Steve Hughes is funny and you guys seem to like him. And so now we're back with another of his videos, Offended. Before we dive into this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested, and drop your favorite video in the comment section. Steve Hughes, where we about to go with this offended topic, my guy?
Please give all your love for the wonderful talents of Mr. Steve Hughes!
All right, okay.
All right. Thank you. The rest of you relax. I'm thinking the same thing looking at you people. So. You freaks. Don't worry, there's no need to buy a big issue off me. So. Which, by the way, I hope you're decent enough people to do buy the big issue. At least, give some money to homeless people. I hope you're not those people that go, no. I only give my money to registered charities. That way, I know where my money's going. No, you don't.
I swear to God.
You're not morally superior. You're just gullible and conformist. I know exactly where my money's going, to this bloke with 3 socks and no shoes. And now it's going to the off-licence. It's perfectly acceptable as far as I'm concerned. Well, that's their big moral high ground a lot of the time, You don't give these people money. No. They'll just spend it on drink and drugs.
Yes. I always hear that. Don't give them money. I personally, do. Know what I'm saying? If I have money to give, I do give it just because I'm like, I did my part. Know what I'm saying? My intention is to help you. Now, what you do with my intention is what you do with it. But the intention was to help you in your situation. Know what I'm saying? And so what you do with it, that's up to you. Once my money is in your hands, it's no longer my money. Now it's your decision to do what you will with that money. All right, I'm sorry. I just had to say it.
You don't give these people money? No. They'll just spend it on drink and drugs. What do you think I was going to spend it on? Hypocrites. What kind of weird world do we live in where they go, don't associate with people less fortunate than yourself who have to live in the street, who have no money, don't help them out by having a conversation or giving them a few coins. Don't do that. Why don't you just send the money to us and we'll make sure they get it. Anyway, it's wonderful to be. I'm from Australia, actually, although I have an English father, Australian mother. Some Scottish bloke said that makes me Welsh, so... Being in England for many years now, I understand, all of you, and myself included, we all have to live under the weird and oppressive regime of health and safety regulations. Which is very strange, isn't it? Because, Remember in the old days, before health and safety? Remember when it was called common sense? Remember those days? Many years ago, when you used to go, look, there's a great big deep hole. Will I step in it? No, I'll just walk around it. Well, how'd you manage to learn to do that? Well, my parents taught me not to be a moron. And I just kind of carried it on from there. See, the Dutch...
Well, I think that they had to make up the regulations because common sense ain't so common anymore. You feel me? People don't have that same type of common sense. They're like, oh, I wonder how deep this hole is. Let's test. That's how people are. So you had to do it.
I just kind of carried it on from there. See, the Dutch don't treat you like an adult. You're in Amsterdam. You're in a city. They sell pot. They sell mushrooms. There's trams. There's buses. There's cabs. There's push bikes with women, with kids strapped to the front of them. There's a road next to a canal. Is there a fence? No. No fence. England, there'd be a big sign, big fence. Don't go in the water. Don't want to fall in the water and drown. Don't go in. Amsterdam, is your bike wet? Yeah. Well, you're on the wrong bit, mate. So...
I love it.
And then we have political correctness, which is the joy that is the other side of health and safety, which is a small oppression of our physical movement, so we can't do anything without permission from the state. And political correctness is the oppression of our intellectual movement, so no one says anything anymore in case somebody else gets offended. What happens if you say that and someone gets offended? Well, they can be offended. What's wrong with being offended?
Thank you.
When did sticks and stones made break my bones stop being relevant?
Thank you. Thank you. Know what I'm saying? I will say that to an extent, because you know what I'm saying? I do believe in emotional or verbal abuse. I do believe in that. But I said to an extent. You feel me? Now, that means you can't just be offended by every little thing someone says to you. Everything that you don't agree with or every mean thing someone says, you can't be offended by that, bro. Like, and to an extent, sticks and stones, a large extent.
When did sticks and stones made break my bones stop being relevant? Isn't that what you teach children, for God's sake? That's what you teach toddlers. He called me an idiot. Don't worry about him. He's a dick.
That's simple.
Now you have adults going, I was offended, and I have rights. Well, so what? Be offended. Nothing happens. You're an adult. Grow up. Deal with it. I was offended. I don't care. Nothing happens when you're offended. There's nothing. I went to the comedy show, and the comedian said something about the Lord, and I was offended. And when I woke up in the morning, I had leprosy. Nothing happens. I want to live in democracy, but I never want to be offended again. Well, you're an idiot. How do you make a law about offending people? How do you make it an offence to offend people? Being offended is subjective. That has everything to do with you as an individual, or a collective, or a group, or a society, or a community, your moral conditioning, your religious beliefs. What offends me may not offend you, and you want to make laws about this? I'm offended when I see boy bands, for God's sake.
No, he's being offended is subjective. He's so right. Like this man preaching right now, he's spot on with it. So I'm gonna let him keep his sermon going.
Offended when I see boy bands, for God's sake. It's a valid offence. I'm offended. They're corporate shills posing as musicians to further a modelling career, and frankly, I'm disgusted. Right? Well, what am I going to do? Call the cops? Hello, it's me again. They're on the telly this time. 5 of them, that's it. Yeah, white suits, dancing like girls, that's them. 5 minutes, I'll be out the front traumatised. Bye.
Oh my God.
And now we can't smoke anywhere either. No smoking. No. For our health. No, it's not. It's for control. No smoking. Can we still buy cigarettes? Of course. Where can we smoke them? Nowhere. You can smoke them in the woods under a blanket with a torch. Unless it's raining, then health and safety regulations do stipulate that. I think it's about health. It's not. It's about control. And there's an easy way to understand this, because the Irish were the first to stop smoking in pubs. Now, who saw that coming? Not the Irish. I'd love to have been there the day they told them. What? It's us. We're first. Come on, no. In pubs. But we live in pubs. I tried to give them up. I tried to give up cigarettes. I bought a book on addiction. It said apparently in this book, if you're addicted to something, when you give it up, you replace it with something else. Like a hobby. Huh? So I did a pottery course. Yeah, first day, everyone...
Only a habit can subdue another habit.
Huh? So I did a pottery course. Yeah, first day, everyone made ashtrays. Huh? It was a crap plan, you know, and very embarrassing after sex as well. You were great, baby. Yeah, I've made you a pot. Thank you very much. Have a brilliant night. Hope you enjoy yourself.
Oh, shout out Steve for speaking the truth out here. Yeah, and people are so easily offended nowadays. It's getting to the point where it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, I understand verbal abuse. I understand emotional abuse. I understand that. But that is not just one person saying one mean thing to you. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not it. But that's all we got for this one. If you guys got a favorite video you want to see me react to, drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. It's your boy D Neal, out.